Hey guys, what's going on? I'm not sure if you guys noticed this with your H-Gens before, but from the manufacturer, the glove box doesn't come lined up. Now what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to show you guys a quick install on how to make it lined up properly. I got this part from Honda, genuine part, ran me I think it was like 13 bucks, and I'm getting installed on the car. Now what it's going to do, it's going to get the unevenness from the glove box and the side pieces, and it's going to bring them all together and make it nice and lined up. Now I'll bring the camera in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, now as you can see, the glove box here isn't lined up properly. So there's a little bit of sag in the glove box, and what this part here is going to do is it's going to bring it up like this, and it's going to get it looking good. Alright, so today for the install, what you're going to need is a star screwdriver and the part from Honda. Now the part from Honda, the part number is 77541 TA5A00. Now you can get this part basically anywhere. If you go to Honda itself, like an actual dealership, they might be able to order you one, excuse me. But I got mine online, and I found it to be the cheapest place. So, yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do when you're doing this install is you got to open this up. Open the glove box, and then you have access to the screws behind here. Now I took a picture and I'm going to show it right now. Alright, now as you can see right now, you can see there's two screws, one on the top and bottom. You have to take those out in order to get access to the piece you have to remove. An easy way to get access to this is actually to lower the glove box, and you'll have a little bit more working room back here. Now in order to do that, you have to pull in on the two sides here, pull them in, and there's a little hinge down here. Let's see if I can get the camera. Right there in the bottom. You're gonna want to disconnect that in order to get to it. So push in, push out in a little tab, and there you are. Now there's two little screws at the top. What you're gonna want to do is you want to take those screws out so you have access to this piece. You're gonna be replacing this with another one. Alright, so these are the length of the screws. They're fairly sized, and honestly they're a pain in the ass to get out. But with a little bit of persistence, you can get them both. So there's one on the bottom, and then there's another one on the top. Alright, so this is the piece that we took out of the car. And as you can tell, the difference between this one and the aftermarket one is where this little arch thing right here, where it's positioned in relation to the flat piece. So the one that I have, the one we're installing, is slightly further out than this one here. Alright, so this is the one that we're going to be installing now. Now as you can see, these little pins right here on the bottom, they're further out. And this is what's going to make it come flush. Before I install it, I'll show you. This is the one we're installing. This is the one we had. Alright, so the install is basically the exact same thing as disassemble, but in reverse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the GoPro, set it up in here, and I'll show you what I see. So what I have is the piece, and we're going to be mounting this like that. Alright, so now that the stuff is in, now that the piece is in there and screwed in there nice, it's time to put everything back together. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to push the panels here back together. So it'll slide in there, and then you have to make sure this piece here lines up the dampener. To be honest, I'm happy with this. The side over here, this is flush, which I'm happy with. This side over here, it's nearly flush. Get the camera in over here. Zoom in. Yeah. I mean, for that little bit of play, you know, I guess you just have to be stuck with Honda's quality. What I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna let the camera go around and take a nice couple rolling shots of this.